Welcome back, everyone, to the Pentakill Pre-Season 3 Scouting Grounds. I'm your host, King of the Cast, Depression Main, casting solo and also scouting for Season 3's draft. These games will be played with no bans, no scores kept. We're just watching, scrimming, and learning how these guys can do under pressure. And let's take a look at some picks. We've got Brzink playing out of role into the top lane as Renekton. Invisa will be playing AD carry as Sivir Citrone as Ari in the mid lane. Blacks. Lull is playing Poppy in the jungle, and Richard Nixon is, I believe, also off-rolling into support as Leona. We've got Twins Cannon up top, Bran the Hung in the jungle as Tryndamere. Phylon is playing Galio mid lane, Valerian AD carry Draven, very powerful, and Sly Little Fox is playing Vex support. So a lot of off rolls here, quite a few returning players, including the captains Twin, Sly Little Fox, and Invisa in this game. Very potent group here. Lots of high-ranking players, also some good low-ranking players as well. So we're looking forward to seeing how these guys do in this pick. I definitely see a stronger draft out of blue side, I think, but Valerian's Draven is very scary, and Cannon can be very potent in the late game, and depending on how out of hand Tryndamere gets, and the whole 9 yards. So obviously it could still go either way. And let me pull up some of my little tricks here, zoom out and put the scoreboards here. There we go. So we would expect Cannon to get a little bit of poke ahead on Renekton early on, and we expect, that early game Draven can run a little house on Sivir. But we'll see. Mr. President says, get down, rather than the other way around. So this is the first game between these sets of players, and for some of them the first game of the night. So let's see how these guys warm up to each other. And we have several new players, including Brzink, Citrone. I believe Bran the Hung is new. I'm sorry if you're not new, and I'm sorry if I missed somebody that is new. But I am also new to the league. Just so happen to be casting the game. So we are getting right into laning phase. Lots of poke going on both sides. The jungler's just going ahead to get some quick farm down. It looks like Poppy is coming down to gank early in the bot lane, which could spell disaster for Valerian's early game lead here. Richard Nixon going in, perhaps giving away the gank here. A lot of flashes happening right off the bat. First blood going over to Black's Law with a 1-for-1 trade going on to Richard Nixon there. And Valerian is running for his life. Flash still available, but Flash is late and dies, giving Invisa a kill. Great 2-for-1 trade and excellent play by Black's Law there in the jungle. Brzink getting poked down a little bit, playing off roll, and you can tell, ooh, good stun. Excellent trade there for Brzink. Twin having to retreat under his tower there, or facing the fear of Renekton. He might try to dive this, though. I'd like to keep an eye on this. Getting pushed off the lane, getting chased into his own jungle. Brzink definitely not giving him anything. Not seeing these two players here. And he is just going to get picked up there and run down by the mid laner. Assist going over to Tryndamere for the chicken shout. Good plays there all around. And Brzink is typically an AD carry, so we will see if that hurts his chance at getting drafted into an off-roll. Good hook by Richard Nixon. Instant teleport from the Renekton. This is going to be a 3-on-3 as the teleport comes down from Cannon. Oh, that's actually Galio coming in. Valerian is going to die right off the bat. Invisa's out of here. Richard Nixon is super low, and he goes down as well. That kill going over to Vex. Galio dives forward onto Invisa. Invisa's getting away. Brzink with the shutdown. Citrone also moving down from mid lane, picks up some safety, preventing the dive onto Invisa there. That total trade going 2-for-1 in favor of blue side. Vex, of course, this is her first showing in the league. We prevented her from being played at the end of the last season because she was brand new. But now that it is no longer the playoffs, we are going to allow anything goes pretty much. And with no bans, it might seem to be a no-brainer as Citronet picks up that wave and some vision is going down into river on the side of red. Lots of chaos this game so far. 7 kills in the first 5 minutes. Everybody getting involved in some way or another, even though Kennen and Ari managed to get 0 kill participation, they were still present for those setups and getaways. So definitely everybody participating in this team game. 3 players hovering around mid for blue side. Some damage going down both ways between Blacks and Phylon. Or maybe that's Forlon. Brzink pressuring Twin some more, but just suffering some poke damage there. Kennen does have that advantage, and Twin is very well versed in the top lane. So no real looks at the objectives just yet. Nobody's made a Dragon Blade, and Shelly has not yet spawned, but I expect that probably within the next 2 or 3 minutes we will see our junglers, grabbing their ultimates and then making some big boy plays for the big boy objectives. Twin farming under tower, poking out the Renekton, looking to see a gank from Galio, it looks like. We might see Kennen hard engage, but with the missing call, it sounds like, from the voice chat, Ari has warned Renekton to get out of there and reset. So let's take a look at the early gold differences. We got 300 gold in favor of Renekton. We have about 75 gold in favor of Poppy, 400 in favor of Galio, and we have another kill going to Invisa in the bot lane, putting him at a total of 650 gold ahead of his counterpart Valerian. But as we know, Draven can start to get back on track, just farm up and use that farm to then pop some adoration stacks and make things very different very quickly. So with all of that, we can see some of the itemization changing here. Noon Quiver onto Sivir, another trade in the top lane. You got a serrated Dirk on the Draven to get some extra punch through that armor of Leona, which will be oh so important as we see the first dragon being done. No contest here. Instead, red side just re-establishing vision and pushing into the topside jungle in response. Invisa solo walking back to lane, but Sly Little Fox showing that you will not be allowing that so easily. Pretty even so far across the board. Good farm scores. Tryndamere pulling ahead, Galio pulling ahead, but not too excessively. And Brzink is going to get caught under this tower. The ultimate will not be enough to save him here, as Tryndamere chops him down. Then again, he is playing his off role. He is a predominant AD carry main. He is high platinum, low diamond level. So there is no fault there, playing your off role for fun. And he's not doing poorly by any sense of the word either. So a little bit of a mix there from Mr. President. Looks like they're trying to set up something for mid lane here as they push forward. Perhaps they're going to make a play to grab Shelly here if Poppy shows in the bot lane again. Looks like here he comes. There's the speed up, some damage, some missed crowd control. A little bit of damage. There's some more crowd control dropping. And, ooh, good stun onto Draven there. But it is going to be Blacks that is killed as he takes an extra tower shot and Vex pokes him down. We got both mid laners showing up here. Oh, interrupted Galio ult. That could be an issue as Richard Nixon tries to run down Valerian, but just kills him with the Ignite instead. Invisa now moving forward to help Citronet in killing the Galio. Ignite is down, and there is another kill for the Sivir. Excellent roam by both mid laners, but just slightly better for Citronet there as they win out in that trade. Another 2-for-1. Their lead now 300 gold up. and a shutdown available on the Sivir for 400 gold at a 4-0. So Invisa just showing that he can play any lane effectively. Shelly is going to go over to the red side as Brand the Hung finishes that. Next dragon is not for a couple more minutes yet. And it looks like a little bit of resetting happening on the top side. Nope, it looks like Brzinka is actually going back to lane. Bot lane just finished resetting. Big item drops there, some crit and full boots for Invisa. Actually, I don't think, yeah, he's all set. Lots of vision across the map on both sides. That is lovely to see. You love to see pink wards being purchased. More vision means more potency. What I'm looking for in the mid game here is Valerian's going to need to be farming pretty much constantly until he can get his big boy pop off as Draven and just, you know, chunk those big players in the game. We got a 2-on-2 in the top lane, or an individual 1-on-1 for two different sets here. Got a little bit of the mid lane's both coming up. Blacks is in a little bit of trouble here. I don't see a way for him to get out of this, but Chicken Shout knocks away the Tryndamere, giving it over to the Kennen instead. Bot lane looking to trade back as Sly Little Fox gets chunked down and crowd controlled out by Mr. President and Invisa. Valerian is trying to get out of there, pulls in Richard Nixon under the tower, but it is not enough to finish him off as Invisa goes up to 6-0, having as many kills as the entire team combined. Just barely getting back there right after revealing Brand the Hung. Just missed those that crowd control into poke combo. A little bit of a roam from Leona there. So the lead now still 300 gold in favor of blue side. We're seeing a little bit of a farm pull ahead here from jungle and mid continuing. Despite being 1-4 to 6-0. Valerian is doing a great job at farming, keeping up there, 76 to 77. We're going to definitely be seeing a lot more traction here as all three teleports are now back up from the first initial play in the big bot lane fights. We are going to be seeing a whole bunch. A lot of poke coming out of from the twin here as Brzinka is forced under tower out of that Renekton. Big heal, but is it going to be enough to save him? Yes, perhaps. We're seeing some massive comeback and shut down as Twin manages to use his electroshock therapy to calm down our crocodile. Shelly popped into, in addition to a nice 3-on-3 fight here. Tryndamere just hanging on with his ultimate, but Leona coming back in to try and finish him off. Citrine managing to pick up that kill with the combination of Ignite and an auto attack. As Valerian tries to pull vengeance with his global ult, and Invisa is running for his life because that Draven will always outdamage you while he's got those axes spinning, no matter how far behind he is. Now the lead actually swapping over in favor of red side as Shelly picked up a couple of extra towers and opening up that that lane there. Flash forward from Richard Nixon as Invisa dashes forward into the kill. Double teleport coming down from red side. That is going to be a dead Invisa and dead Richard Nixon. One getting executed, one going over to Valerian, who is now ahead in farm. Just a testament to his patience. So definitely I see the win conditions here being the big team fights. Both sides looking to get super hard engages. You know, Kennen, Galio, Tryndamere, Vex even throwing themselves forward. Draven being a shorter ranged AD carry, loving to be in the front. Versus Renekton, Poppy, the lower range mage that loves to dash in and out in Ahri, Leona, and Sivir pushing everybody forward. Both teams are front first, face them. A little bit of a misplay there by Tryndamere, it looks like, as his ult did not get copied off. Double kill for Poppy, and Kennen is trying to clean up as his ult pops off, getting picked up by Invisa there, and Poppy will be taken in return for 4. on the side in favor of Invis's team here. And that is going to be an easy dragon for them. There's no way that Valerian manages to steal this away with his ult unless he does, but he does not. So that is just going to be a nice easy second dragon for them as they take a super great team fight. And just like I said, this game is going to be wholly reliant on team fighting. Pretty much both teams need to be front to back as much as possible. You know, Draven and Sivir being juicy backline targets, both having some decent disengage, but it's really going to be a matter of who can slap face harder. A dive onto Brezink here as they try to take this this crocodile down, but he's actually going to pick up one for free and get away with just about 1 HP. The missing ping, very rude, unnecessary. That's a yellow card right there. Who pinged it? So they do manage to get the tower in recompense for Tryndamere, a pretty classic. But again, no ultimate from Tryndamere. I am curious to see if Bran is going to make up for those plays later on with some big, nasty Tryndamere split pushes. So Brezink still hasn't managed to get his back in. He's going to now. Let's take a look at some gold differences. About 300 in favor of Renekton. 100 in favor of Poppy. Nothing significant in the mid lane either way. And obviously Invisa is very ahead. 1,200 gold to Valerian here. That Sivir is just so scary. Another double dash engage from Renekton's little double dash, trying to get some healing off, but that cannon is dangerous. So Gore Drinker being very good. Does manage to allow you to make those extra big plays with no threat of being just one-shot bursted. So lots of mythics going down. We got Divine Sunderer on Poppy. We got Kraken Slayer on Tryndamere. Another fight here in the mid lane, which is going to result in Tryndamere ulting. There it is, and he chops down a second. And will he actually get away with it as Poppy chases him down? We're going to see another scrap in the top lane here. But yes, he is going to get away with that, making up for his blunders in the past and evening up his scoreline there to 3-3. But they will lose their outer tower in the mid lane during the exchange. Brezink having a level up on the twin. That will be notable if he manages to extend that out a little bit further. He's going to, ooh, big stun dropping down onto the twin there, but nothing much comes of it. Lots of scraps in this game. We are 17 minutes in with 29 kills already. Blacks, good flash by Valerian, really denying that. And Phylon, not sure how to say that, but counter engage right there, forcing the fight. They're taking it to him. Richard Nixon coming in with Sly Little Fox to sort of alleviate the stress of blue team there. That Leona, very scary with just one item. And Moby's making her incredibly fast. So we'll see what happens as they start to push down this tower. Lots of poke, lots of dive potential coming from these three in the bot lane, with Poppy not too far behind. And Valerian just pushing up a little too far, getting picked up pretty easily by the carries of Invis's blue team here. Richard Nixon looking for a little something more. Citrone might catch that. Oh, she does, and she blows up Sly Little Fox, picking up a third kill for herself as Invisa pushes down that outer tower. Just the key of vision there. Dragon will be spawning in less than a minute here. Second Shelly will also... no, actually it's going to be Baron that spawns. Second Shelly will not be given a chance here. Oh, second Shelly has already gone over to Tryndamere. My apologies. So Tryndamere going to try and make a play here in the top lane. Some vision not revealing him at all there. So just getting a pretty much easy kill onto the Renekton and popping that Herald to try and get 2 procs of it, pushing on the top lane while Dragon is spawning, and the rest of the team try to delay the Dragon there. There's the first. Tryndamere needs to start making his way down to this Dragon if they want to contest it, though. There is a Leona just crowd controls Draven down, and from there they are just able to run Galio down and chase Sly Little Fox right out of lane as they're going for a 3rd proc of that Shelly onto the inhibitor tower. Citrone trying to hold them back here, but unable to save that tower even as the massive damage coming out of Tryndamere. They do manage to grab the Dragon though. They're on Soul Point and up 1.5k gold on the side of blue, but losing 3 towers for it, probably not worth it, as they only picked up 2 kills in exchange for it. A little bit of play around the Baron here, as now Bran the Hung has an item and a half, which means that he is dangerous to everything on the map because he is Tryndamere and is given 35% free critical strike, which means he could potentially already have 75% with these items. A little bit of vision clearing, sweeping on both sides. That's what you want to see in the mid game here. Making the lanes, even the jungles, just safer. As if this keeps happening, we keep seeing these little fights. Leona crowd control is just so potent. Renekton frontlining, keeping everybody safe behind him. Kennen trying to alleviate that, but Richard Nixon just so tanky. Poppy so tanky. You know, that is just the 5-man, 2 kills picked up. Galio barely escaping, having to reset. You know, now they're going to get this tower. And they're going to push for inhib here as well. Excellent gameplay by blue team here as they, you know, control vision and then control the jungle. Another stun, massive push forward from the Renekton as the rest of his team picks up the latecomers in the bot lane of red side. And they get the inhib clean. 5-man going back for a reset. Maybe going to try a Baron as they sweep some vision and get some control. And they know there's no vision on it now. Pink Ward and Sweeper. They are going to grab this Baron nice and clean, unseen. Looks like the Twin might come in here to see what's going on. He's looking for Richard Nixon, but all 5 finish the Baron. A dash forward, flash forward from the Twin, and here comes the cruise reset for blue side. A big lead now in favor of blue side, looking at over 5k gold lead. Let's take a look at some of the gold on the player differences. Top lane now 400 in favor of blue. We have jungle still in favor of Tryndamere as he did get those major objectives with Shelly. Brezink here now pushing forward to try and pick up the Twin, but he is being taunted and crowd controlled by Galio. Twin trying to play it safe, but still needs to be helping his ally here. Galio now getting absolutely shredded as that Crocodile wants more. There's the Draven ult. Ooh, very tense situation here. If either one of these two play it incorrectly, they could be caught out and killed pretty quick. But Sly Little Fox just making sure that it is not the Twin who gets pushed out. Oh, Sly Little Fox exhausting, trying to keep himself alive. Brezink waiting out this damage. Big slice and dice, big circle slash. There comes some crowd control from the Twin, but he gets the double kill under tower. And he is just an absolute menace as his team crashes into bot lane against now 3 of red team. Valerian getting caught by Richard Nixon again and just absolutely blown up as they follow through with that. Tryndamere ult doesn't come down again. Galio getting cleaned up as well. And it looks like they are going to try and end the game here with that. We might see the yep, there's a teleport from Renekton as they 5-man smash down the Nexus. GG's in Pentakill preseason scouting grounds.